The ID Buzz was announced in 2017 as a concept. With it now going into production, let's have a look at how this may well be the most exciting electric car of the decade, for more reasons than you may think. Firstly, let's look at the design. Described as a vehicle that transfers a microbus feeling into the future, inspiration from the classic and iconic Type 2 microbus, which was launched in the 1950s. VW at launch described the ID Buzz as follows: a van, a mobile living space, or a creative hub. It can be almost anything you want it to be. One of our big ideas in the ID Buzz is the variable space concept. This innovative interior design opens up new space for you and your family. Thanks to AR, heads-up display, finding even the most remote spot is much easier. Enjoy the freedom to discover the great outdoors and sleep under the stars. Head to the coast to feel the sand between your toes, or simply visit an old stomping ground. When the ID Buzz welcomes you with your personalized greeting, it's an invitation to explore. The interior of the ID Buzz is just as wacky and modern as the exterior. There is space to accommodate up to 8 people, which benefits from a rail system, meaning enhanced flexibility. Whether this makes it to the production model is yet to be confirmed, but hopefully this does, as this would be a game changer for the sector. The seats offer multi-functions, so can be swiveled around, folded into tabled, and recessed into the floor for added loading space. This is all possible because the batteries are stored under the floor of the Buzz, much like every other electric car. The ID Buzz, much like the ID3, offers a very minimalist interior, meaning there isn't a slew of buttons and knobs littered all over the dashboard. The center stage is for the steering wheel, which rather oddly shaped, to be honest. The steering wheel, when depressed, will enable autonomous mode, meaning the steering wheel will hide away and the driver and the passenger will be able to swerve around and face the passengers in the rear. I bet a literal house, which I don't own by the way, that this will not happen when the ID Buzz is eventually delivered to customers. The navigation in the ID Buzz uses augmented reality heads-up display, which projects directions straight onto the road in front. This eliminates possible misdirection and missed turns. Whether this is something that may well be a distraction in the long run, especially with densely populated cities, is something which should be interesting. Instead of typical round headlights, the ID Buzz comes with intelligent LED eyes that communicate with drivers and pedestrians. For instance, if you're about to turn a corner, the headlights will point in the direction you're heading. If the ID Buzz notices any pedestrians or cyclists on the edge of the road, you can even look towards them to use subtle light signals to let them know you're there. Whether this translates across to things like dogs has yet to be confirmed. So, in terms of battery and performance, there are two different versions: an all-wheel drive 111 kWh battery that outputs 369 horsepower, and a rear-wheel drive only that houses an 83 kWh battery and produces 268 horsepower. VW claim that the all-wheel drive variant will be able to do 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5 seconds, and onto a top speed of 99 miles per hour. Hardly Tesla beating numbers, but I guess that's not the point.